So
It's definitely hard trying to work out by yourself or with two people. Is it's much easier working out with a team with guys there encouraging you and encourage you to go harder and know you can go harder than what you're really doing. And it's definitely hard for me just not lifting with either Eastern or Oregon right now. But I'm trying my best and just trying to do what I can and stay in shape. And by the time I get out there, try to earn the starting spot.
yeah, when you said that you lift every day at the rec center, but you said you didn't want to go today because you didn't want to draw attention.
Yeah.
Do you try to go at times of the day when you think a lot of people might not be
Yeah,
there?
like during the day, like early in the morning or something, I'll try to go in there. But yeah, like I said, I don't like to draw attention to myself. I didn't want to do the other one when like the cameras came in and followed me and stuff, because everybody's just looking at me, and like I said, people already are feeling some type of way about me leaving. So
Obviously, you got people who love you in town, like your landlord, and maybe not the gym teacher, but you got a lot of people in town who I feel like recognize what you did for Eastern. Do people actually come to your face though and like tell you, I can't believe you did this, or they express disappointment to you?
maybe like 2 or 3 people came up to me and said like we're disappointed that you're leaving, but we understand why you're leaving, and we support you. And I was mad at first, but I understand now, and it's a business decision and all that. So yeah, nobody's really just come up to me and just been just mean about it, So
It sounds like a lot of that stuff would happen behind someone's back.
yeah,
Type of thing.
yeah,
You
exactly.
hear about it that way?
Yeah. That's how I hear about like people just saying a bunch of negative stuff behind my back and stuff. Nobody's like came up to me and told me anything, And it's everybody's gonna have their own opinion, and nobody knows how hard of a decision it was for me. Nobody knows what I went through, and it's like it's tough. Like if Coach Baldwin would have got the head coaching job at Oregon State because they were interested in him, he told me he would have left right away. And okay,
Yeah.
so it took me a whole month to figure out what I wanted to really do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know, it's like I love it here at Eastern, and they did a lot for me and everything, and I could have got noticed here, but I wouldn't have gotten noticed like how I would get noticed at Oregon if I'm doing good things over there and continue to play good and win games. And it's at a high level of football, so they're like, dang, okay, he's doing it at the high level. He's only 5'11", but he's doing it at the high level of football, so we can't really knock him.
Sure. Are you 5'11"? I read Fox Sports where you said you're 5'10", 3/4. Is that the technical
That's what
measurement?
I thought. But when I went to Oregon, they got me at 5'11".
Okay.
So yeah.
Or upgrade already.
Yeah, I guess so.
What was last week like in Oregon, or spring break, I should say? That's probably 2 weeks ago now.
It was good. I just went out there, met with the quarterbacks, and met a lot more players, and just went over the offense, trying to get the offense down, signals down, and all that. So
Yeah. How long were you there for?
For about 5 days.
Okay, so wow, so you like the whole breadth of spring break.
Just Sunday to Thursday. It wasn't spring break for me.
Oh, okay.
I just have online classes, so I can go up there whenever.
What'd you take away from that like you just wouldn't have got from up here? Obviously beyond like the signals and that, just like being around a teammate again and teammates. Is that nice just to get beyond the Braylons and the Dwaynes, the guys who you know pretty well, and reach out to more guys?
Yeah, that was nice. They Coach Helford introduced me to the whole team, and so that was good. They could put a name to a face and all that, so
Sure.
that was good. Talked to a lot of the guys outside of the football stuff when we were eating and stuff, so it felt good about them. And
That was your second time in Eugene, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, the first time was the visit in late January. Okay. You said you have a locker already in the locker room?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's just what they did for me.
The mock-up, the graphic they do. I see. What's your interaction like with the quarterbacks? Obviously, it's like in Eugene, on Monday in Eugene, I was down there. They spent Jeff Lockey's like 5 minutes of time talking about you. Like every question was about basically you. Is that kind of, how do you feel about you're the talk of the town, even though you're in this town 500 miles away? Is that kind of weird for you?
It is, and I have to earn it, so I still gotta get out there. First I gotta pass my classes. Second, I gotta get out there. I gotta earn the spot. So right now that's his job, and the quarterbacks were good. I met with all of them. I threw with Travis Johnson a little bit, with Byron and Braylon, and Darren and all those guys on the side. So that was good. But yeah, like I said, the QBs are good, and we're just gonna all go in there and compete. And we got to know that we're all aiming for one goal. We're not going in there to compete with each other and then not like each other. We're in there to compete, and whoever gets a starting job, whether it's Jeff, me, Travis, Morgan, any of the other guys, Taj, you know, just we're gonna be there for each other. You know, we're gonna try to get that #1 goal, and that's the national championship.
Sure. Something Helfrich always talks about is he wants to know how a guy learns. If you're a visual learner, you learn by doing. How do you learn, and how is that going to help you when you finally get to campus, kind of accelerate?
I'm more of a visual learner. Okay. You know, like they were trying to talk to me over the phone and tell me the signals and show me why they did stuff, but I didn't really understand it at first until I went out there 2 weeks ago. When I got out there, Coach Frost showed me all the signals, and we went over it over and over and over, like day 1 stuff through like day 4, and I got a lot through those 4 days being there. I got a lot out of their offense, you know, just because I'm a visual learner. I can sit there and be like, okay, this is what he means. Boom, write it down on my notes. Boom, go over it a few times, and I'm good. So.
Do you at all drill that stuff when you're working out to kind of like just keep fresh on it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like.
Do you mix that in at all?
Yeah, like last week, I was kind of just throwing the signals at myself and doing what they do, and so, yeah.
Do you have any contact with like Coach Baldwin at this point? Anything like that?
Or, yeah, I still talk to him.
Yeah, what's that like?
It's regular.
Yeah,
this is nothing like how it used to be.
Sure.
It's just talk.
Is it? I mean, we talked about this in February when you decided, but like, you're gonna play Eastern Washington first game. Is that still a little bizarre that's happening that way?
That's like the worst thing about all this, you know. But they're gonna try to take my head off, so I'm not gonna take it easy on them either if I get the starting spot, you know. So it's gonna be weird playing against my brothers, because those are my brothers. I'm in a couple of these guys' weddings that's still on Eastern's team, so you know, it's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be a fun game.
So you're gonna be in weddings this summer?
Mm-hmm.
When about like July? I'm guessing July.
June and July. So the week after I get out to Eugene, I'm coming back over here for a wedding, and then there's another wedding in July.
And you're a groomsman for it.
Mm-hmm.
You expecting just getting ribbed at those things from the family and friends about leaving?
I hope not.
A bunch of strangers coming.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I hope not.
For sure. And are there things though you just can't, besides not being able to use the workout room? Are there things
I just can't use a workout room. They didn't pay for my books this quarter.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Can you still use like an athlete? Do you have like an athlete study hall here?
Yeah, I can use that.
Obviously, if you only have online classes, but you can still do that. Okay. So there's some perks you still can take advantage of.
Yeah.
What are you when you get to Oregon? Let's let this wind pass by. Is there an aspect of that offense that you think is going to be the hardest to adjust to? Because I think people see, oh, he ran a spread, they ran a spread, it'll be easy. But I don't think you ran as much by design as Oregon does with its quarterbacks. Is that
no?
your
Yeah,
impression?
I didn't I didn't run as much as they run over there, and it's a lot faster. So trying to get the signals quick, like how they get it, I got to be able to process all that fast, you know, so we can move and snap plays every 12, 15 seconds, whatever they do.
For sure. Until you get down there in June, how often are you going to be in Eugene?
I'll go back down for the spring game next weekend, and then probably another weekend or another week in May, and then when I get there in June.
You already have your place picked out? Or
Not yet. I'll probably go look this next weekend.
Okay. Are there any regrets at all about how you made the decision in terms of like how you publicized it, making it by Instagram? I don't know if teammates, if you felt like you had to go to them first, be like, I'm gonna go public with this, but I'm gonna tell you first.
Now I told some of my teammates first, like my close friends. I told them first, and then I told Coach Baldwin, and then obviously my family, Coach Frost, and then I went to Instagram with it. So no, I don't regret doing it the way I did it. I probably should have stood up in front of the whole team at Eastern and told them and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I just did it, and yeah.
at that point, it's logistics. How you gonna get the whole team together
Yeah.
in February? You know, or what?
Yeah.
Are there guys besides? We think about the guys who are going to surround you, Oregon, the Aarons, the Byrons, the Royces. I mean, this kind of collection of talent you're playing with, does that just excite you? Not only the Oregon State, but just the guys you're going to be around. How much was that a decision, a factor, that you'll be in a good conference, but you're not going to a bad team. You're going to a very good team with a lot of offensive weapons. How much was that, if at all, a factor of your decision? That you can just hand off to Royce, bust off 5 yards pretty much every time.
I mean, that had a little bit to do with my decision, but not really, because there's athletes everywhere over there, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me. Over here, it was a lot on me and Cooper Kupp, so, but, I mean, like I said, all I got to do is get them the ball, and they do the rest, and that's going to be easy,
Sure.
But it didn't have that much to do with my decision, though.
Okay. It's like gravy. You go there and it's a side benefit.
I guess.
Leon was saying that you go around town and you're noticed. You said you guys were coming back from Seattle like 3 weeks ago. You saw that at a gas station, an Oregon fan noticed you. Do you feel like people, maybe more now than ever, kind of, when you walk by, they notice? Do you feel like you're living under a microscope at all?
Yeah, I think every football player is living under a microscope, but people do notice me, whether it's because I played at Eastern or because I transferred. So, it's a blessing. It's all God's blessings, and I'm thankful for it, and it's cool, I guess.
For sure, yeah. Can I ask what's on your hand? Is that a tat, or is that just something you wrote down?
That's my son's birthday and his initials.
Okay. Is that Vernon Adams?
Yeah.
And is that third, or is that?
Third.
How old is he?
He'll be a year and 2 months.
How often are you able to get to see him? I know you said in February that he and his mom were going to stay up here. Is that still the case?
No, yeah, they moved to Yakima, to Central Washington. So I get them every other weekend and stuff. So
It's going to be tough, I imagine, to basically not see him every other weekend in Eugene.
Yeah.
How do you thinking about coping with that, dealing with that, the family side of things?
I don't know. I'll be over here, especially during the summer. I'll be over here during the weekend and stuff, and she'll come to my games and bring them to my games. So
Sure.
yeah.
Very cool. Family's pretty important for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that was something that Dwayne Stanford was saying. He was like, he just seemed like he fit in with us because he's not some freshman coming in. He's very mature. He's put together. He knows he's like one of us. He's not some kid we have to teach. You came with a maturity, and they just seem like they really respected that about you. That you have, as they put it, a pretty low-key demeanor about you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't carry yourself too high, too low. Is that how you try to be, especially going into a locker room where you're gonna have to earn it?
I have to earn people's trust and get chemistry with guys. So, I'm not gonna come in like I'm that guy, like it's my starting spot. I have to earn it and earn people's trust, earn Coach Helford's trust and everybody else's, and just go take it day by day, one day at a time.
For sure. Well, cool, man. Get back to doing some of this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you.